Hi, Sim Pilot Andrew here, and if you're new to the channel and you want to see flight sim hardware and software product reviews, or you just want to enjoy flying to anywhere, start now by subscribing and clicking on the bell icon below. Let's go flying. Welcome to the flight for today. We're going to be flying from Springbank Airport, just west of Calgary, to do a little bit of a city tour. I also hope to demonstrate another application. It's called Noisy Goose, and it's for regular GA pilots to use, but you could also use it in the flight simulator to track your location. It has a VFR Moving Map, plus it has all of the charts that you would need going into the various different airports in North America. So here we go. Okay, parking brake is on. Mixture full rich. Crack the throttle a little. Turn the power on. And fuel is on both. And we'll crank the engine. Turn the avionics on. And give us 10 degrees of flaps.
Cessna Charlie, Golf Charlie, Charlie Papa ready to taxi departure to the east. Cessna Charlie, Golf Charlie, Charlie Papa taxi to and hold short of runway 17 using taxiway cross runway 26 Alpha. Contact tower on 118.2 and ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 17 using taxiway cross runway 26 Alpha Cessna Charlie, Charlie Papa.
Okay, we have our taxi clearance. And here we go. Turn our parking brake off. And we'll taxi out to Alpha, past the refueling station here. Onto Alpha, and we've been given authorization to cross runway 26, which is coming up here in a little bit. We'll look for traffic. No traffic, we're good to go. Cross 26. Pull up to the hold short line here, and we'll call tower.
Tower Cessna Charlie. Golf Charlie Charlie Papa ready for east departure at runway 17. Cessna Charlie. Golf Charlie Charlie Papa cleared for takeoff runway 17 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 17 Cessna Charlie Charlie Papa.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're lined up on 17, cleared for takeoff. 10 degrees of flaps. Oil temperature, pressures are all in the green. Keep on the center line. Look for live airspeed. And 55 knots. Rotate. And we're up. We'll fly runway heading here for a bit, and then we'll turn left towards the city.
Cessna Charlie Charlie Papa. Continue for east departure. I will contact units when you leave my airspace. Tower Cessna Charlie. Golf Charlie Charlie Papa. Continue for east departure.
You can see the city off of our nose. We're going to climb up to 5,500. Now we're heading towards Calgary International Airport, which is off the nose. And follow the river in towards the city. As you can see now, I have the Noisy Goose application open up on my phone, and you can see the path that we've taken from Springbank. You can zoom in. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. And if we adjust our heading so that we head south here, we'll just fly over the reservoir with the city in view. You can see coming off the nose there, and you can see us turning on the Noisy Goose map. So this is a real Canadian VFR map, and with the movement of the flight simulator modeled on top of it. You can see on the map, you can see the Calgary Airport, main international airport. And right off our nose there is the reservoir. look to the left, we can see a nice golf course. I believe that's the main highway through the Trans-Canada Highway through Calgary. And we're at about 5,500, just passing the city on the west side. You can also see Calgary International Airport there just to the north. We'll come back on the other side and you can see parts of the city. The Calgary Tower is there. The Saddle Dome where the Calgary Flames play is off in the distance there. I've flown this in real life, and this new Microsoft Flight Simulator is pretty accurate in terms of the buildings and fantastic view. So now we're going to head south for a bit. Since we're at altitude, we're going to lean our mixture out here for cruise and drop our RPM a little on the engine. So we're now heading south. Off to the right hand side you can see the reservoir. We're basically following McLeod Trail south, which is the main north-south road into Calgary. Big shopping mall on the left. This new scenery from Microsoft is just fantastic. You can see there's a ring road being built around Calgary. You can see off the nose that's the southwest corner of the ring road that's being built on 22X, the old 22X, so that will eventually all be joined to complete the western ring road for Calgary. Just at the front of the nose there you can see that's Spruce Meadows, very famous horse jumping location in Calgary, and also the home of the Cavalry, which is the soccer team, professional soccer team that Calgary has. Okay, we'll turn to head east now. we'll follow the ring road around Calgary. Very close to the neighborhood that I live in. You can see the big Shawnessy shopping mall there on the left-hand side. You can see Midnapore Lake there in the middle, and then Sundance Lake just to the south of that. This scenery is very accurate. This looks very like the real thing. You can see here where they're building the part of the ring road. Our local Home Depot, Walmart, Best Buy, the local hockey rink. And you can almost see my house from here. Nice view of the city in the background. Let's look where we are on the map. You can see the green light here is what the flight path we've been flying. That's Deerfoot. Just the main north-south highway in and out of Calgary. Scenery hasn't quite caught up to the building that's been going on, but it's pretty accurate. So we're looking right now at the Noisy Goose moving map with the VFR map loaded. We'll actually take a look at some of the other features of the application in a minute. There you can see the ring road, so we're going to follow that ring road north. Some of the newer subdivisions in southern Calgary. Now we're following their northbound road, the ring road on the east side of the city. You can see the flashing lights from the Calgary International Airport. So just as we're flying north here, let's take a look at some of the other charts. So as an example here, this is Springbank. This is where we took off from. So there's a way to add more charts in there. So at the moment I have these 3 charts loaded, the RNAV GPS loaded for Key West apparently. So let's look up CUIBW, and here you can see it has a list of all of the SIDS, the stars, the various approaches, the aerodrome chart for Springbank, which is what I have loaded right now. But you can use those charts to get loaded into the deck here. So I was flying Key West the other day. You can see all of the various different airport diagrams and the approach charts. Back to the map. View of the city coming up here on the left. I'm going to start to turn towards the city. You can see Calgary Airport's right off our nose, the international airport, and the city. Now in real life you wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing here, but this is just for illustrative purposes. Some of the other features that Noisy Goose has is it has a whole overlay structure. So if you're a regular GA pilot, this is very useful because it has current weather, current NOTAMs, various different announcements in here, which is very useful. Plus it has the chart overlays for VFR and the specific airports themselves as well, so I have that turned on. You also have the ability to do direct routing on here too. So if you wanted to put in your own waypoint or you wanted to go direct to a given airport, you can do that too. Okay, let's turn towards the city. And we're just going to fly on the north side, follow the river back over to Springbank. You can see the zoo right there. So we're cleared with air traffic control for a downwind from 17, so the airport is off of our nose. So we will head towards the airport and then make a right-hand turn to get us into a left-hand base for 17. And we'll start to reduce our altitude down to the patent height, which is 5,000 feet. So you'll notice that the little trip that we did shows up as breadcrumbs on the app, which is kind of cool. And we're getting close to the point where we're going to turn right and head downwind for 17. Okay, we'll turn right to 350. We're gonna put our mixture full rich. We're turn left to a heading of 260. We're a little far north for the turning base, but this is good. And there you can see the airport off of our left wing. And I'm actually going to fly this manually, so we'll take it off of autopilot. A little late in the turn, but we should be good. Give ourselves some flaps. And we're cleared to land. Over the numbers, throttle to idle, and hold it off. We're down. flaps up. We're going to turn left on Charlie here.
Cessna Charlie, Golf Charlie Charlie Papa request taxi to the gate. Cessna Charlie, Golf Charlie Charlie Papa taxi to gate Alpha 1 via taxiway Charlie. Taxiing to gate Alpha 1 via taxiway Charlie Cessna Charlie Charlie Papa.
We're just going to park on the apron here. Awesome. Okay, thanks for flying with us today. We'll see you next time.